Hello, this is Dr. Jeff, and I am just returning home after attending Anaheim Union High School District's first Artificial Intelligence Summit. And so proud that our district put on a summit like this. They invited folks like Google and Loco, UCI, and other big name organizations who are doing work in artificial intelligence. And what this reminds me of is how forward thinking our district is and thinking about the future careers and professions of our young people and making school relevant and preparing kids for the world that is ahead. So whenever I attend a conference or some type of professional development, I'm always asking myself, what is something that I can apply immediately, whether it's as a teacher, whether it's as an instructional coach, whether it's as a civic lead or teacher educator. I'm always thinking, what are my takeaways from a summit like this? And so there are three kind of points that I'm taking away from the AI Summit, the Artificial Intelligence Summit. The first is, when I think about artificial intelligence, I think I had a preconception before that it's all, you're only working with computers, you're a coder, that's all there is to artificial intelligence. But then, something I learned today was artificial intelligence is actually really hybrid intelligence. And when you look at a little pie chart of what people do in AI, they're looking at a lot of different data, they're problem solving, and coding is actually a small part of the bigger picture. So that's one of the first lessons that I learned. One of the second major points and takeaways that I have is to not forget the humanity as we move forward with artificial intelligence. The fact that we're human, we can feel, we can love, we can have compassion, right? We could be kind. It's a part of what it means to be human. And to remember that as we move into artificial intelligence. Just like money, just like technology, just like social media, artificial intelligence can be used for good, or it could not be used for good. And so we want to remember our humanity as we think about how artificial intelligence can be used. Incorporating that compassion, incorporating that kindness, and remembering humanity and using AI for social good, right? And the third point I'm taking away is, and I had actually a parent sitting at my table, and I said, hey, what brings you out here today? And she said, well, this is the future for our children. And to kind of remember that when we think about education and to think about schools, that we're not just preparing kids for today, we're preparing kids for tomorrow. And what will that look like? What will their future look like? Are they learning the things now that's going to help them in the future? A world that we're not exactly sure what it's going to look like, right? So how does this apply to me once again as a teacher, as an instructional coach, as a civic lead? Well, first of all, many of the folks out there in industry, they're sharing how important the soft skills are. And they actually didn't even like calling it soft skills. When I say soft skills, I'm talking about the 21st century skills. I'm talking about the 5 C's: communication, collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, compassion. They talked about project-based learning and progress monitoring, giving feedback and receiving feedback. A lot of these things that we've talked about on the Ed Family channel. And so I'm just reminded to continue to do this good work, continue to incorporate the 5 C's, continue to provide opportunities for PBLs for our young people. This is helping them prepare for the world that's ahead. And also on the Ed Family channel, we've talked a lot about civic learning and engagement. And once again, when it comes to artificial intelligence, it can be used for good. Let's think of ways that kids can use it for good, to benefit others, to benefit society. We need to create space for this. Civic and learning and engagement can help with that. And connected with civic learning engagement is youth voice. Use choice, purpose, action, agency, and action. So as our kids just go through our classes and go through our schools, perhaps it should be more than I took these classes and more about because I took these classes, look what I can do. So these are some of the initial takeaways that I'm at least taking away from just minutes after leaving the Anaheim Union first ever Artificial Intelligence Summit. This is Dr. Jeff from Med Family, signing out.